So I decided to take the seat and the airbox and everything apart here on the Crf230f. Give it a bit of a clean up. I'm going to do a bit of an adjustment on my rear shock. Clean up all this rusty area here on the frame and tidy that up. Make sure it's all a bit better. I won't do a restoration on it, just going to prevent it from getting worse. Lock it all in, just make sure it's all going to be okay. I'm going to replace the back tyre. Today I received my new tube and the rim tape. There's my rim tape and my new tube. My tyre hasn't arrived yet. It should be here tomorrow, so I'll do it this weekend. So I'm putting a Pirelli Scorpion knobbly on the front, and I'm going to fit a Pirelli Scorpion on the rear. The rear tyre is 100 by 100 18. The front one from memory was 80 100 21. Just your standard 21 dirt bike tyre anyway, so I'm not going to be changing them from standard tyres. This one here will be pretty easy, although it does have a rim lock I have to deal with, which is quite hard on these little narrow tyres, mucking around with the rim lock. Looks like the rim lock is just sitting there. That'll be fun. The rear tyres aren't so bad. There's a bit more room to get your hand in there when you're mucking around with the rim lock on these. Tempted to take it to a cycle shop and get them to do it for me, but being a bit tight, I'll probably end up doing it myself and cursing all the way through, but that's what I'm going to do anyway. So things aren't too bad on the CRF, but I have noticed a little bit of a problem here. It's just superficial, but it just annoys me a bit. Bit of a groove here in my swing arm due to the continual moving up and down of the side stand, I guess, over the years, just flicking backwards and forwards there. It's amazing how it's worn a bit of a groove in my swing arm. I guess if I got really pedantic, I could remove the swing arm and take it to a machine shop and get them to build it up and remachine it again in aluminium. These are aluminium swing arms on these bikes. So that's a little bit on what I've been doing with CRF. I had a fantastic ride out in the forest with it, so I thought I'd better treat it a little bit and set it up so that when I do my next ride I'm going to be a bit better off. Probably even treat myself to new sprockets and a chain, because these are all part of how it was when I bought the bike. So easy job, of course, to remove the seat, and the airbox was a bit of a pain because these bolts here have rusted on the little flap here, the little flap that stops the dirt flicking up into your back of your spring. So I'll have to deal with those with vice grips and then replace them with some new bolts, probably little 8mm ones. So I had to sort of leave that on while I pulled it out. So the ideal way is to remove that flap, and then the airbox just slides out of the frame nice and easily. But I don't know, I didn't have that, didn't work that easy for me, so I didn't damage it, but I had to bend it a bit. So yeah, the old story, corrosion gets in, especially this bike being off a farm. It wasn't really taken care of, so got a lot of surface corrosion, of course, to deal with. But no problem, happy to do that. So thank you for viewing, and that's what I've been up to over the last couple of days.